Happy Halloween!
Ready?
Good thing put her mask on. Much better. See, this is why I like to keep some of these parts, but unfortunately I try not to be a hoarder. Our ghost broke down, the fan stopped running, and it seems the old fan motor has kind of burned out and went kaput. This is a fan motor that was out of a very cheap robot vacuum that we had that was really not very good. So we're gonna see if we can't put this one in, because it seems just the same. It seems like they're the same motor, same connection, same port, even the holes were the same spot, you know. So hopefully it's the same motor, we can put that in and use that one. But that's why sometimes I like to keep these parts, but at the same time I really got to be careful not to become a hoarder of electrical parts and things, because just because you think you'll do in the future doesn't mean you will, and sometimes it's worth throwing out. But here it is, you know, just a few days before Halloween, and my inflatable ghost is down. So let's see if we can get this thing working. Alright, so let's see if it worked. Put it back in, wired it up. Now, this motor seems to have a little bit more issues starting up. So let's give it a second, see what happens. I've noticed it like slowly builds power. But then it starts moving a little more and more. So let's see if it'll get up to speed. Let's see, can it pump the ghost up enough? A lot slower. Oh, there we go. We've got a working ghost. Think that'll work? How long it's gonna last? Don't know. There we go. One working ghost. And there we go, it's working again. Ta-da! Got our little one up there. And then the new addition this year. Very little improvements. But there we go, that's for this year. Really cheap, really little. Each year a little more. Someday it'll be a lot. If we take our oldest decoration, our old ghost, which uses batteries that we don't really have, small little watch batteries. What if we use the robot battery? We can charge it, and we have rechargeable for the ghost, which has a light in it, but this has another light. More lights is always good, right? Right? So let's see if we can get this to work. Let's Frankenstein a ghost. Well, I guess the first thing we gotta do is hook some power up into this area. You don't really want to take everything apart, because then I have to glue it back together. So let's just see if we can temporarily see it. We got a little charge in the battery already. Don't remember which one of these is for what. So we'll just have to see. possible. We might be better off if we should take that off. That should be easier to work on. Should work. Be easier to work on. It's not together. There we go. And we have another shut off. This really needs to be worked. Of course, we can leave this other light on. That's not a problem. We got our charger now. And we got a battery. And this all needs to go inside the Ghost. Let's be a little extra safe here. First, let's charge it. Alright, so we're going to start by shoving all this in there. Get the battery in. We're going to try to get this micro board in. Put the piece back on. As you can see, we don't have that kind of battery anymore. So we're going to close it up. Make sure it's chargeable. See how we can do this. See what it looks like. Unfortunately, Kuting came home and let me know that the Ghost had died once again. Yes, the Ghost died. So, we've got to figure something else out. So here's my plan. I've got the vent going from the ceiling. Normally, I've got it going out a filter. But I decided to pull out the hole of the old aircon. And see if we can't use it as free power. Since it's already blowing all the time anyways, for the Ghost. So we'll see if we can't get this hooked up.
The next day.
What are you doing, honey?
I'm preparing our candies for the kids.
Yep. Last year we did just Choco Mucho cookies, because the year before it got complicated letting them choose. But Kuting wanted to go back to letting them choose again. Could create issues, we'll see. But also, if we get left over with any candy, it's good for us. I really like these fake Oreos. They come with, 3 good cookies in a pack. And then a white chocolate candy bar. And then...
Chocolate.
But which one? Milk chocolate candy bar. And then... we went ahead and got... some Filipino version Twinkies with flavors and stuff. We got some just regular chocolates. Figure these are the most common. But then you got things, like, what are these flavors? Hold on. Crud. It doesn't say what the flavors are. But we got these, I think, one's like cheese, one's cream, I don't know, pistachio, and different flavors. I'll put what's included in this. But, honestly, all of these bags and the candy bars, they're really kind of pretty cheap compared to American candy buying. I spent 3,000 pesos on everything, so that's roughly 60 bucks. And I mean, you could easily spend that on crappy lollipops and little baby pieces of candy bars in America. But we got over 300 pieces, and these are the really good ones for the local kids.
Should be like this.
And Halloween is my favorite holiday. because it's the only time of the year you get free candy for no reason. Other reasons, you gotta do certain things, do events, you gotta give somebody else something else. Christmas, you're supposed to do exchange gifts. Halloween, you're poor, it doesn't matter. You throw on a shirt or something, you know, make a little fake blood on it, maybe mom's lipstick or whatever, put some scratch marks. You go out, trash bag, get candy. And I remember walking hours and hours as a kid, and I would have my candy for the whole year almost. I would walk and walk and walk until people stopped giving out candy. And then I'd put it in a bag and I'd separate it. And that was the only candy I got all year pretty much. Because we didn't really have money for candy, stuff like that. So unless I bought it myself, my Halloween candy was all I had. And a lot of times I would walk to the really rich neighborhoods because they would give out good whole candy bars. And I always said, someday I want to be that person. Now, I get to be that person that hands out whole candy bars, and it's still cheap. Because this box of 10 candy bars is only 80 pesos. That's $1.60-ish for 10 candy bars. That makes it like 16 cents, I think, per kid. So 16 cents a kid, 20 cents a kid, not a big deal. So, getting this all set up. She's making it go nice and pretty. We'll show you when she's done. Also, I went ahead and designed a little sticker. So, we're taking the stickers, peeling it back just a tiny bit, and then putting them on the stuff. So, you may want to put it a little higher up or along the candy bar next time. Because I think those are going to pull off. But so, we're putting the stickers on. That way, you know, it's just there, and I always try to do a little something, and you know, kids like stickers, people like stickers, and yet it still maybe helps promote us anyways. If not, who cares? But I just thought it was cute. What do y'all think? You like our sticker?
Happy Halloween.
So Kuting's putting the finishing spider webs up. A little something something out, you know, make it look a little better. Got our ghost up here. Got the big one up there. Got these guys over here. This is the new addition this year. We put light on everything. Change the batteries and different things. So, let's see how it looks from back here. So that's not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad. I don't know, I think our little ghost, you really only see him when you get in the yard, but the rest of it's fine. There's the light that we have on the skeletons. Just a tiny little LED. And you got the spider in the window. Little ghost going here. Big ghost upstairs. There's the big ghost. Nice and red, blown up. Everything's lit. It's going. Come through. Got the spider, skeletons, and then our little project over here where we got the ghost lit. And that changes, so that's not bad. Pretty nice. Spider webs. So, all done. That's our little Halloween this year.
Excellent. Wow, it's better.
And then when we go inside,
We have.
look at this. This is what we got going. It's all set out. A little sticker for the kids.
Oh, sorry.
And the candy of their choosing. Got that one. We got this one. And then back up. So, we'll get over 300 pieces. Hopefully that's enough. So, there we go.
Or more. 300.
Hopefully we'll get some pictures to show everybody later after Halloween. So you guys have fun, enjoy, have a safe, happy Halloween. Lots of candy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.